What's up, guys? There's a bit of a mini community transmission that just went live. There is a patch coming to the game tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. And there's quite a few tweaks going on. There's not a whole lot, but what they do have is pretty game-changing. Now, they are nerfing Anakin Skywalker, which is amazing. We might finally actually see a difference in Anakin now, and that's because they are balancing tweaks for Anakin Skywalker. It says reduce the duration of choking during Anakin's retribution from 4 to 2 seconds. So you'll no longer be stuck there as a hero and just sit there for 4 seconds while his teammates just mow you down. And I mean, that alone would be great. So you're just going to get choked, 1, 2, and then pushed away. So that's awesome. Retribution does not charge up based on the damage received from Heroic Might, so you will not be seeing nearly as many retributions being used since he does not charge his retribution from the Heroic Might ability. Heroic Might no longer deals increased damage as Anakin takes damage. The ability radius still increases as Anakin takes damage. So he will no longer clear entire rooms because people shoot him. Like, he will still have the increased radius, so if you run out of your spawn and Anakin just happens to be already charging, he will not insta-kill you, he'll just knock you over. And then if he has that extra damage star card, you'll definitely be feeling that, but no more Anakin's killing like 20 people at a time just because people won't stop shooting him. So that's great. I think that's a good change. I mean, any nerf to Anakin is good. And then they increase the base damage of Heroic Might from 70 to 90 against heroes. And then the reduced base damage of Heroic Might from 130 to 120 against troopers. So if you have that star card for Anakin, he's still going to do a lot of damage with Heroic Might and stuff. But you have to have that star card selected. And a lot of people like to go with the increased health cards for Anakin. So until they make it so every health on kill card is passive, I don't think there's going to be too many people using the extra damage for his Heroic Might compared to some of the other star card options for Anakin. But this is a good nerf. Is it enough? We might have to wait and see. I mean, so far every nerf that they've given him hasn't been enough because he's just designed so poorly. I'm sure the Anakin mains are going to be throwing a fit because they can't get kills any other way, so they have to cheese Anakin. Yesterday I saw a 172 Anakin. So yeah, the Anakin abusers are just, they're what ruins this game, and I'm glad that they're finally addressing like all this extra damage that Anakin does. So fingers crossed that this is actually enough. And then we have Darth Maul finally getting his saber throw fixed. It's going from vertical to horizontal, but they're changing the base damage from 150 to 75. But keep in mind, there is still a star card where you can increase the damage of his saber throw. So if you want to go that route, you can, and now that card actually makes sense to use. But yeah, base damage, it's only 75, so it's not going to one-hit kill people. It will finish them off if they're weak, but this is definitely a good change. You can probably hit 2 or 3 people at a time now, since it's such a big lightsaber in comparison to like Darth Vader's or somebody's. And they've needed to do this for a long time. Like, it's always been horrible, it's been off, it's been glitchy. I couldn't tell you how many times I've hit people directly and it'll just go right through them and it won't damage them at all. It's just been a mess. So this is a great change. Then we have some general game mode changes and stuff. This is reducing the number of players required to start the game mode. This has been a problem for forever, especially later, like now in the game's lifespan. It's been a year and a half. There's just less people playing. So Blast, it starts with 4 people now instead of 8. Strike is going from 8 to 4, and Heroes vs. Villains is going from 8 to 6. So there's no more sitting there just waiting in Heroes vs. Villains for people to join. A lot of people in like Australia have this problem. Some people on Xbox and PC definitely have this problem. And then those of you that live in a region that doesn't have like a major city or something, you're going to see this problem as well. People that live in cities and people that play on PlayStation, they don't really see as many problems with the servers, but the rest of the community definitely does. So this is a good change. Then we have other improvements. The mini-map in Heroes vs. Villains will now work similarly to Hero Showdown and will not constantly show all players on screen. This is a good change. I wish they'd change that in Galactic Assault and Capital Supremacy. That way the heroes don't show up constantly, but baby steps. This is definitely good. Heroes will now cost the same amount of battle points across all maps. This could either be good or bad. There's no specifics here. This doesn't tell me if they've raised the cost of the cheaper heroes or lowered the cost of the more expensive heroes. For example, is Vader going to cost 4,000 battle points on Naboo? Or are they going to just average them out and make all the heroes cost like 5,000 battle points or something? So we'll have to see specifics on that. I'll update you guys as I find out more information. But I mean, I'm okay with this. I'd never really understood the purpose of making the non-era heroes cost more because people pick them anyway. It's not like it defeats the purpose. It's like, because you have people argue like, oh, Darth Vader doesn't need to be on Naboo, so we'll make him cost more points. Well, that doesn't make any sense because people are going to save up the points anyway. I just don't really understand that. So this could be a good thing. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. Then they fix an issue where Iden's droid batteries card actually works the way it's supposed to, so no more broken Iden. Fix an issue where Han would be unable to jump if sharpshooter ability got cancelled or interrupted. Yep, I've had that problem a few times. Fix an issue where the DC-15LE weapon would have no crosshairs when close aiming with the improved zoom attachment, so that's good. It's been a problem for a while. Fix an issue with the animation of the back of the gear for the 91st Recon. Yep. It would like move around and stuff and it wouldn't work right. Fix an issue where one of the roofs of Camino allowed players to jump out of the map. Fix the visual issue with the brightness at the command posts on Geonosis and Kashyyyk. Fix an issue where the LAAT pilots would be seen floating in air when boarding the Dreadnought on Geonosis and Capital Supremacy. And then it gives the times that this update is going out. So this is going out tomorrow. This is pretty good. This is a jam-packed month. We get this update tomorrow, which would be the 11th, and then we get another update on June 26th. So we get the horizontal saber throw for Darth Maul, we get Anakin tweaks, and then later this month we get Naboo on Capital Supremacy, we get Droidekas, we get the clone tank, and then we get some clone skins and a skin for Anakin with some more bug fixes and tweaks and stuff coming then as well. So this is a huge month for the game. I'm pretty excited, and yeah, can't wait to try out this new Darth Maul saber throw. Hopefully Anakin is nerfed to oblivion and he's actually on par with all the other heroes now instead of being a god. And yeah, this gets my seal of approval. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. What are you most excited for about this update? Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It helps me out in the algorithm and helps me to like continue to make videos and stuff. And then if you haven't already, follow me on Twitch at SwannyPlaysGamesLive. Check out another video. Join the Discord if you haven't yet already. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.
We would be honored if you would join us. You cannot resist